we love about Run, right? It wouldn't be the same without someone like Run in the game. Come on.
That is true. That is true.
All right. So recap of of our last episode. Uh, er, uh, the two of you, Urdan and Michael, who weren't in the wine room, stumbled upon another warning on the wall and took note of it and decided to come back upstairs. Meanwhile, Run managed to reduce Dovit's size to help him the rest of the way through the pipe. And they settled down for a while in a relatively safe but possibly dangerous room, the one with the summoning circle in it. Or a circle of protection, or whatever that hell that circle is. Sorry, summoning circle, that's not what summoning circle looks like in D&D. That's a summoning circle for other things, so I immediately think summoning circle when I see that shape. My bad. It is not a D&D summoning circle, so please don't get confused.
I want to throw some extra symbols in there. Try doing a fucking Full Metal Alchemist over here.
So, Run and let's see, the party settled down. The party decided to take a short rest, but after 10 minutes, the wine room doors opened up, spilling all the wine out the floor. Erden and Michael basically found their way to the rest of the party through the wine shaft. And the party reunited and decided to go in for a full night's rest there in the potentially dangerous room. After a while, the next morning, you guys were accidentally woken up by, well, or at the very least, Run was, through Floof, when some tomb dwarves were spotted walking into the wine room, and they began fixing the stuff in there. He overheard conversations about them being weirded out that the sarcophagus was broken, because that usually doesn't happen. Also, Asteria had a nightmare where something was talking to her, and she kept seeing weird images. Eventually, you found your way into a secret tunnel and discovered a magically glowing jar. Well, a jar that, from Run's perspective, was glowing with some sort of weird magic spell that was too powerful for him to identify, but everyone else saw that there was just a little person trapped inside, banging their fists on it. Apparently, the genie, the spell genie that's shrunk into a bottle, this looks like, to somebody with magic eyes up, as really glowing bright magic. So it's hard to distinguish the
Wait!
Yes. Yeah, for the record, other than there's like low level magic everywhere in the dungeon, that's like there's like the whole dungeon itself like has magic permeating through it. I imagine that like that's just the background light and everything else is weird colors for magic, and this was just like one huge bright spot in the middle of the room for you. That was overwhelming. But
I wish I would have had Michael selected whenever I did the initiative the first time around.
Well, you can update your initiative to whatever Michael's initiative it was originally rolled as, because that's how it works.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I could make it 20 instead of the... Nice. Okay, there we go.
Basically, after a little back and forth, Run, I believe, dropped the lamp.
I was
the jar, the lamp,
I was told to put it down. I was told to put it down.
If someone doesn't know how to use exact wording.
Oh my god. And then, whoops, crash, bang, oh no.
Yes.
We're doomed.
1 second, I'm trying to get get its sheet opened up. I think it was misspelling it.
DM rules question.
Yes?
So with Erdon, he gets the Dread Ambusher. Whenever he takes the attack action, he can make one additional weapon attack. If he holds his action, does that extra attack still take effect?
No. Because you're basically using up your attack action and your reaction to do it, so you don't get an extra. You don't get movement. You don't get a bonus action. You don't get any extra attack. Any extra attack feature that you would use as a bonus action, or anything like, or movement or anything. If you save, for an attack action using your reaction.
Well, he has 2 attacks just without the Dread Ambusher, so would he still get both of those attacks if he held his action? Or would it only be 1?
It should be both, because that's 1 attack action.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying, if you take the attack action on your turn, you can make 1 additional weapon attack as part of that action with the Dread Ambusher. So, okay.
Okay. The Dio basically deciding it's time to rumble. Erdan, you're up. You don't see what's going on. You just basically heard probably a crash from your position and something yelling, but you're kind of blocked in by Dovit because there's a salt ring in front of you.
Good luck, God. Do not trip that salt ring.
I'll plan on it.
Just run away. That's all I say. Run away.
The fuck?
You should roll for floof, by the way, Ron.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning to do.
I'm just gonna back up to that wall, and anything that isn't one of my party comes out of that hallway. Unless I'm told not to, I'm gonna hold my action and be ready to fire at it.
All right. Michael, what do you wish to do?
Well, let's see. I'm doomed either way, so yeah. I don't. We haven't opened the secret doorway yet, right?
No, you have not. Asteria is apparently in front of it.
Okay. Darn. Asteria, get that thing open. We need to get out of here quick. I'm just gonna hold my action for now. I don't want. Yeah, I don't know what else to do exactly. It's kind of cramped in here with.
Yeah. She is
Death
not happy about
Genie
this.
and she's very angry. Yeah, I
basically,
really.
you, and Ryan all have disadvantage on attacks against you because of this. Because she's squeezed in there.
Yeah, we're pretty much. Yeah.
On top
Yeah,
of
exactly.
each other.
We're gonna have to split the fucking party because me and Michael cannot get on the other side of her, so Run, Torin, and Dovit are gonna be on one side, and me and Michael are gonna be on the other, probably.
Yeah, we need to get through that door as quickly as possible.
Anything you should do, Michael?
Well, I can't get to where the door is, so I can't really help Asteria with trying to get the door open, so I'll hold my action for now, and if I need to react or anything, I'll at least
Hearing response. Action are you holding?
I will I'll defend if try to dodge. Which actually
so
no,
you're
that's
calling
not gonna work.
So you're calling the dodge action so that it doesn't have actually everybody has disadvantage on squeeze.
Yeah, that's what I was, that's what I was gonna say.
Disadvantage. Run is fighting at disadvantage. She is fighting at disadvantage because you're all squeezed in the same area.
Right.
Like you have disadvantage.
I'll just stay at the ready in case I need to attack or anything.
Okay, so you're if she attacks.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, that's your trigger.
If I
just wanted to make sure what your trigger was. All right. What's your plan?
It was Dovit's turn. You skipped past him.
Oh, sorry, Dovit.
It's all right. Okay, so let me see. I have a Torin and a Run in between me and and the genie. I pull out my halberd, and I. Okay, so if I hold my action, I wouldn't be able to rage. But if I rage, I would lose it immediately because I didn't attack something. Correct?
Correct. And you right
Okay.
now, unless you have reach, you right now cannot reach the target with a melee attack.
Right. Halberd. I don't think the halberd has reach for that.
Oh, Halberd did.
Actually,
I thought
I
it
think
had
a
10 foot.
halberd has.
I think it
that's what I was
did.
about to
I
say.
think it does.
Okay, so could I move? I moved of it like right here.
Yeah, it's got reach.
Do you have reach of it? You can't move there. You're
I can't
squeezing
move.
with Dove. You can't move past Torn. Torn is way too big. It's already squeezed in.
Okay. So, but I do have reach and can
All right.
attack.
What's your reach?
I will. What is the halberd's reach?
But
What does it say? What
I
does it say under
remember.
shape?
I think reach is a 10-foot range instead of the usual 5 foot for melee.
Here. I feel like they checked your sheet. How do I see this? I'm just gonna.
hang on, I'm looking it up, and just in case you can't find it.
Which I
I'll
was
check
trying
too.
to do, but D&D Beyond decided to say "fuck you."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You're
it's just
that's right. You're on D&D Beyond instead of roll 20. I'll try to
Yeah.
roll
Oh,
Halberd.
but
Roll
I
20 even
can.
just says reach. It doesn't say how much. Reach is usually 10 feet.
I'll reach. Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah, reach
It
is
adds
10
10 feet to
feet.
your reach.
Okay.
Yeah, so you with your that melee weapon, you have a 10-foot range instead of 5 foot.
Okay. So I will also hold my action in case she makes an aggressive, and my held action will be triggered if she makes an aggressive move towards Ren or Torin.
Okay. Asteria, you're up.
Can I cast a spell around Michael?
You can try, but basically the way I put it, when people are linked together, unless we're talking magic missile, any spell either is an area of effect spell which would affect anything within the same 5 foot as her, which would be Michael and Run, because of the way Michael or Run basically.
Well, it doesn't
Any
require
any
an
spell
attack.
that's an attack spell. If it does that, and then there's of course things like vicious mockery, which would just specifically a target, not actually throwing at anything. Sort of
This
spell
specifically it's her, and she has to make a saving throw. It's polymorph.
which doesn't affect Genie, I don't think. Let me check.
Oh,
Oh no, it does. It doesn't. They're not immune to polymorph. Interesting. Oh, I figured that they were shapeshifters. They're not. Okay, they're not shapeshifters.
Ha 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 ha.
All right, bring up your
Polymorph.
polymorph spell.
Do what?
Bring up your polymorph spell.
Oh. And I'm turning her into a walrus.
A what?
No,
A walrus.
that's right.
That'll
Oh,
potentially crush your companion. You realize?
She's already fucking huge.
Yeah, but she has legs, and that's why Run is standing. If you turn her a walrus, she's gonna potentially crush Run, and be squished up against thing. But let's see let's see about the wisdom saving for first.
Bye, Run. No, I'm kidding.
She succeeded
That's
anyway.
not a
It
good
doesn't
idea.
matter.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, that was bad.
And for bonus action, duck. That's an action. Going to Bardic Inspiration Run.
I'll take that.
So I think for this level, it's a D8. Hang on, let me look real quick. Yep, it's a D8.
Hey. Nice.
And movement. Can I get through the door?
You haven't opened it yet. I think it opens inward, though, which I'm not sure you can manage. In this direction.
No.
Wow, we're fucked. Okay.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Good job,
Shut up,
Ron.
Bob.
Good job.
I'm imagining with
Thanks,
secret
Ron.
passageways, they would have to open inward into the secret passageway and not outward to be successful.
Oh no.
Okay, that ends my turn. Thanks, Ron.
Good job.
Run! What are you wish to do?
Someone's dying tonight.
That's it.
Don't attack! Don't attack! He looks at everyone, and you see him take a knee, and bows his head.
Here goes another fucked up pack.
Oh no, here we go again.
As you asked, you have been freed, but since your time in the prison that whoever put you there, this place has been enchanted so that teleportation out of here would be impossible.
Roll persuasion.
You
All
roll
right.
high, you little fucking chaos gnome.
I am debating on whether to roll digitally or manually.
We're probably doomed either way, but we'll see.
Okay, so I rolled manually. I am going to take that D8.
Shit.
Right, so my persuasion is a +7, so that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 total.
All right. Do you say anything else to her?
I tell her, hey, I am most willing to help you get out of here if you allow me, mistress. Allow me to be your humble servant.
All right. What would you like your closet to do?
He is going to turn into a centipede, one of his natural shape changes. And he is going to climb up onto the ceiling above Run. And he's going to hold his action for the help action Run.
Okay. The genie, who is looking very aggravated about things, looks down at Run, turns her head from side to side, look at the rest of you. And do the rest of you also pledge yourselves?
Sure.
Do we need Run to translate that to us?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
She's
that's
speaking
right.
in-
He's
Well, we saw him bow and say some words. Don't know what he
Well,
said, but he's bowing.
No, he question. Okay, so comprehend language only allows you to understand what's being said or what you can read. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can speak the language, correct?
Correct. But she was understanding
Okay.
you anyway,
Yes.
because there was a lot of
I
back
would
and forth
figure.
conversation.
Yeah, I would figure that she would understand common anyways.
So you said that in common?
Yes.
Yeah, Asteria will drop to one knee, just kind of look over at Run like, you better fucking be right about this. Won't say that, but I'm shooting him a look that just lets him know.
He's not looking, but because he has such a high perception, he can feel the daggers boring into the side of his head.
I don't. So.
Oh, hang on. You might have heard some of that conversation going on.
I can hear all that whispering over there.
It's me and Erdon talking.
Yeah, there's no way to communicate with her as far as we know. Trying to think if there's anything I can do to maybe help us get out of this. But I guess I will follow suit since I see others doing it. And let's see what happens.
David
Doran-
asks.
Doran's
David
balls.
asks.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say David asks Run and Nomish what is going on because David doesn't seem to understand what's going on.
All right. Well, can resolve that on your turn again, David. So I'm moving to Torin's turn.
Okay.
I was only yeah, because Run doesn't have a any hold action to respond. Torin, what is your action? What do you wish to do?
Son of a bitch.
If this all fails, I'm just gonna fireball. That's all that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna
No!
fireball. Just
No!
be done with it. Just go boom. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Sounds like a perfectly reasonable response to me.
Save at least some of the party. Kaboom!
Pretty much only Erdan
You'll
would be
say-
safe from that.
I was saying you only saved one of us. Oh, fuck. At this point, I guess I'm just going to do the same as Asteria. Take the knee, but I'm going to make sure, since I'm right next to Run, he knows I am not fucking happy.
All right. Because of that
Yeah,
development,
I'm also doing that as well.
I'm gonna go with Dovit and Run can now have a conversation in Gnomish if they like.
What is going on, little one? I do not understand. What are we doing? Why are we on their knees?
Well, I am renewing my pack. If you haven't noticed that the chaos mistress, she put a webby on me, and I prefer to have someone that is a little more stable.
But is everybody else forming a pact with her?
I actually assumed that they're just following suit so that she doesn't kill us.
Oh,
Now, can I hear this conversation going on?
It's a
I
gnomish.
understand Gnomish.
It's a gnomish. Do you
Well, no,
understand
Only if you
gnomish?
understand.
I
Yes.
don't think so.
I do.
So
I
if you
have
understand
Gnomish,
gnomish,
so
you can
haha.
understand the conversation. But if not,
No.
Lizzle, before I decide whether if I'm going to follow suit, will there be any honor in this?
Uh, genies are usually bound by their own laws, but there is honor in surviving.
Understood. Dovid takes a knee.
and before we resolve this, Erdan, is there anything new you wish to do now that you're seeing what you're seeing Dovit taking a knee from your position?
Yeah, hearing them talk about like kind of what they're doing and seeing him take a knee, just gonna put his bow behind his back, hands up, walk over, and get down on his knees.
All right. Good on you guys. Just make it. So I'm having a very tense situation with.
Oh god.
She kind of lowers her stance a bit at that, and kind of nods her head. Run, since you're making a pact with a genie, remove whatever warlock pact you currently have going on, and switch it over to genie, specifically of an earth gen if they have differentials on there. And replace whatever powers that they get, whatever power that you previously received with whatever that type of genie gives for warlocks.
No more wild magic.
Yeah.
The potential to be suddenly teleported somewhere, which would be
Yeah.
potentially fatal.
Yeah. Yay,
Was
we're teleported
fatal.
straight into the trash compactor. Woohoo! So much fun.
Yeah, the plan there did not turn out because the polymorph did not work, but thankfully you figured out another plan.
Thankfully,
Yes,
she didn't
thank
decide
goodness for that.
to go enraged and attack you for that.
Well, the funny thing is, that was Run's plan the whole time.
You motherfucker. I wasted a spell slot.
I was
Like,
half
oh,
tempted.
fuck.
I was
I
so
could-
half tempted to fuck that whole plan up. Because roleplay wise, I was half tempted to pull the I only serve one man, and that is my god Thor.
I almost did the same thing. I was almost
I bit
about to
my
do that.
tongue and decided to.
See, I would have gone with
Thor
the
and Ron are going to have words after this fucking tune. We are going to
Yeah,
have
also,
words.
same, because I wasted my 5th level spell, which was a mass cure wounds. So if we end up in a fight, then...
I'll definitely consider the adage, what would Thor do in a situation like this? Overwhelming odds. What sort of things might Thor do? It's not just an all
Swing
attacking.
his hammer.
No, it's not
Lightning
all just
bolt.
attacking. One of my favorite scenes was when he from Norse mythology is when he dressed up like a woman to get his hammer back when he had gotten his hammer stolen. And pretended to get married to the guy that had stolen his hammer just to steal the hammer back and attack him with it. He is capable of trickery.
Earth, right? Earth genie, right?
Yes. Thor isn't just
having
smashy.
blood-
Thor is also using what comes to the hand in a
Well, when you have a
situation.
blood brother that's the god of trickery, you're bound to pick up tricks.
This is
Yeah.
true.
He's also fat.
It's not that's not fat.
No.
That is true muscular form right there.
Well, yeah, because
If you work all day and you don't cut.
Yeah, people with real
If you
muscle
don't-
have a layer of fat. They're supposed to. They don't look like they're
Yeah.
If you
stupid
don't
gym
do
types.
right? If you
Yeah.
don't do the what's called cutting of your muscle like that to get the like nice bodybuilder forms, that's what you're going to look like.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to look like for the most part.
Well, I'm trying.
Can
And
we
the
all get out of the hallway so I'm not smushed up against the door?
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
little, you'll be all right.
Shut
Well,
up, Torin.
Is there a way to get the genie out of this area so we can actually move around?
Well, now that she's no longer
Um,
in threat, she will move against a wall easier to allow maneuvering, so that this trap door can be opened. So not trap door, sorry,
Oh,
secret
good.
door. So with that,
The way you said trapdoor.
sorry, I meant to say
Hey,
secret door.
Is that's not a slip of the.
You hear chains rattling
What?
in that
DM,
room a bit. Yes,
DM,
Oh boy.
yes.
I wish for a ring. I wish for a ring.
That's for the
as
for the genie thing.
Uh-huh.
Give me 1 second. Let me describe what because this area was opening this first, and that'll finish with that the up with you for a minute, okay? So here's what you see when you open up the door, and you're hearing rattling of chains. 6 glass cauldrons brimming with humanoid bones line the walls of this tomb. The center of this room stands an ancient chariot bearing a bronze sarcophagus with treasure strewn atop it. Paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with a long beak. On the south wall, a bronze shield bears the embossed image of a Chalton warrior carrying a spear, below an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one." 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals to either side of the shield that depict Chalton warriors, one holding a sword, 2 with spears, 1 missing a face. The one missing a face is clearly a one of the lizard folk, by the way, because you can see like the slip of a tail on the back of that statue.
All right, I'm gonna move the dancing light a little bit farther inwards so I can see.
Genie. Let's see, Genie. That was in what, Tasha's?
yes.
Hold on, can I just point out the irony in there?
Yeah.
A statement written down that says "bow before no one" after we all just bowed before a fucking genie.
For our
That
life.
is very ironic timing. Yes, I admit that.
Yeah.
That was not at all planned. That happened completely by accident.
Completely circumstantial.
Mm-hmm.
I plead the fifth.
Victim
Stereo
of circumstances,
that
what
run.
I say.
Also, could you?
All right, ring with a compartment. That's what you said you wanted, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, she basically reaches over, grabs your hand, and a ring kind of flows upon your finger.
And you see Run look at the ring, and
It has a
he
red
bows his
jewel
head
on it,
super-
which kind of nods.
Oh, I also, I get spike growth, and well, I already have detect magic, so.
And still, that's really fucking good trade-off for not being wild magic.
Now, there is only one thing that I regret. That I will not be able to make it to cast level 9 spells.
Are we going into the room, or are we just going around the other way and going downstairs?
Well,
I'm the one blocking the doorway, so that's why I'm asking.
Well, Tip of
Well, I
Annihilation
can kinda see it as
only goes up to
well.
level 11, so...
man.
What's your sense of adventure?
I guess we could explore the room a little bit.
Run. Please don't touch anything.
You still hear some more
Do
chains.
not touch the shiny stuff. Run.
You still hear some more
Yes,
chains
no
rattling.
more touching.
You still hear some more chains rattling. They seem to be coming from the north side of the room that you can't quite see.
Okay, I'm gonna step into.
And you do also notice that there is a skeleton standing there with a very oddly shaped head. Not quite the same shaped head as the one that you saw on the previous floor, but something similar to that one.
Okay. Did it attack me?
No, it does not.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I'll move
It kind of
right
moves a bit away from you as you come into the room.
Else to move, I can move to you.
I'm right on everybody else's tails, like as soon as they go through. Don't get locked in the room.
Hmm.
You moving forward, run.
You hear chains, and they appear to be pulling a bit, and you hear some chattering. And it sounds weird. It sounds almost like... Michael, you kind of recognize the sound. It sounds like those skeletons that you and Erdan kept staring at that door.
I'm gonna come over and
Not
like
skeletons,
look
sorry,
to see what's
zombies.
going on.
Zombies, right? Yeah. So
And
we're
Asteria, you see the backside of 3 zombies to be chained to a door, and they're backing up, and the door is slightly opening as they back up. Their heads pulling out from the holes to look at you, but you notice that in their mouths are bits that seem to be linked to the chains, and as they pull towards you, slowly shuffling your way, they seem to be pulling the door open.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Interesting. That's not good.
You will say that out loud. I was like, that's just wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong.
I'm gonna move you in here.
But we could have gone the other way around if we were gonna go out that door.
Well, I asked if we wanted to go into the room.
Actually, you're hampered by the fact that both Dovit and Torin are too big, and they were apparently tomb dwarves working in there.
Oh, right. That's right. I remember that now. Yeah. So we would have to go this way whether we wanted to or not. Okay.
Sorry, I'm a fat ass.
No, your fault.
It makes me just want to poke Torn in the belly.
You guys were supposed to say you're not fat.
I could
Why
start
would
to.
I say that? I'm not a liar.
It's the shoulders that were, it's the shoulders that were too wide.
Oh, it's a new canon.
I'm not fat.
Dovin
You
kind of,
said it, you were fat, so I'm just going off of what you said. Your fault.
It was a joke.
Dovin kind of like shudders a bit and like cracks his neck at the thought of going back through the pipe.
It's okay, buddy. Not going back
Keep it
through the
up,
pipe.
and I'll stick tennis balls in your horns.
I'm finding a tennis ball in this fucking place.
Alright, so
Keep it up, goat woman. I'll put a saddle on you. Watch you run. That was
I'll
about
horse
to
kick the
sound really
fuck out of
bad.
you.
That was about to sound real bad.
One of the zombies feebly attempts to reach a hand out and claw at Asteria, but is held back again by that bit in its mouth and the chains that are rattling.
That are really a bit.
So the door is past all the zombies, but they're what
Right.
opens the door, and we can't get past them.
And they're moving very slowly, so it implies it's actually quite heavy that they're chained to. If you killed one of them, the door would not be able to move.
Right.
We can't get
That's
past
what I
them,
was
so this
thinking.
is a conundrum.
Well, we'd have to
mean,
skillfully duck and dodge around them, which have any athletics. That's gonna be fun. I wonder if we could. Well, no, we couldn't. We probably couldn't freeze them in place.
Oh, I have an idea.
Out of character, I'm kind of interested to see what our wild card is of this Earth Genie decides she wants to try and get out of this room.
True, yeah, that was my thought, was asking Run if he still had any itches left. Or however that works
Yes,
with
wishes?
genies, if he could, or
I
if he could
mean-
ask her to do something.
I have a way to get through, but I don't have a way to get you all through.
Ah,
Don's gonna pull a rope out of his pack and make a lasso.
Hold on.
zombies.
Y'all hear it. That has the turn and destroy undead features.
We don't turn them or destroy them. We
We'll be
need to keep
trapped.
them alive because of the door.
yeah, we'll be trapped.
You let them open the door to its threshold, and then boom,
That
you let
it's-
them do the work.
They
Asteria,
turn that close
Asteria,
door.
moment they are getting to your particular square. You might want to move.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's moving the dancing lights, but whatever.
One idea. We have rope, right?
There.
Can
Yeah.
we, once they get close enough, do we think that, will that chariot be strong enough to hold them in place?
If we
Or,
take the wheels off, maybe.
Let's just let them come out and see how far exactly they can come out because I thought that they stopped right there.
gotcha.
They're still like pulling the door. The door is starting to get really close to the wall, so there's still a bit more give on their leads. They're really not close enough that they could probably move like maybe like 2-3 squares over here, 2-3 squares down here, but probably not exactly to the chariot.
Yeah, I'm actually
Okay.
going to move over here to try to draw them this way.
Because, yeah, I was thinking either the pillar there or somewhere like here or somewhere around the chariot and see if we could tie them in place so then we could be able to get past them.
Yeah,
And not
I'm
have
drawing
them-
them off this way so you guys will be able to go through here.
Yeah, the whole lasso idea was to tie them to something, and also to help them pull to get the door open faster.
I've got a way
Gotcha.
to get through them, so we don't even have to worry about the lasso. Just you guys go through the door whenever it gets open enough, and then I can just do a spell and get through them.
So my question is, Dovit, it was the dynamic ladder. Dovit can see that skeleton down there. Would we want to lasso that skeleton and like drag it through with us? Because we've seen things like that throughout the cave, and they keep popping up.
These zombies are moving towards you again, Asteria. Do you wish to move?
Yeah, I'll move back.
They're lurching
Come
towards
on.
you.
Come on, you ugly fucks.
Yeah,
Let's
everybody
move.
through. Is the door fully open yet?
Well,
Well, it is. It's open enough for there, and they're no longer in threatened squares. If you wish to try to like run out, because she is distracting them currently.
Should we try to take that skeleton with us?
Why not? Looksies with the eyesies, not the handsies. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just going on through. That's
yep.
what you said to do, so.
All right,
Same.
so-
Move up so I can
By the
get
way,
out of the way
Run,
here.
you have your detect magic up again, right? That's what the blue square is.
yes.
So you definitely notice that there are each of the cauldrons in the room has an aura of conjuration about it. And there's like other bright magic on the chariot and on the the chariot, the sarcophagus? Huh. Where's the sarcophagus mentioned in here? Oh, the ancient. Oh, that's right. Basically, the whole area of the chariot with the sarcophagus, and the treasure and everything, that also has a glow of magic, but an indistinct spell. It's hard to tell what the school is on that, but all of the cauldrons have conjuration magic.
Okay.
No
and
touchy.
You mentioned treasure, right?
Yep, there's treasure atop the chariot.
No touchy.
And you said that he can't figure out what kind of magic it is.
There's just an indistinct glow of magic all around all around the chariot, which you sense is somehow connected to the cauldrons.
At this point, I am doing. Can I move through this space without?
No, anywhere within the 5 zombies there, so anywhere within the 5 feet of them would trigger all of them.
Okay,
Right,
well then
so-
I'm doing kinetic jaunt, and my walking speed increases by 10 feet. I don't provoke attacks of opportunity, and I can move through the space of another creature.
Okay, Run is still in the room.
All right.
He's
and
looking at touching shit. I told him not to touch shit. I'm getting out of the room.
Here's the problem. No one's giving me a chance to even speak. Because Ron was just going to say, don't touch the treasure. It'll animate the bones in the cauldron.
As Asteria is moving, I would have moved to the genie first. But as Asteria is moving away from them, the zombies turn around, start moving. The door starts to close. What do you do, Run?
Oh, Run is him and
The zombies are starting towards you. What
boy.
do you do, Run?
well, they'll have to reach the ceiling though. Because Run decided to run up
You're on the ceiling.
and over.
Yeah,
Yes.
I need to that on you then, because it looked like yours just on the ground.
Yeah, and so is Quasit, since he's in his centipede form. He has a 40-foot
Yeah.
climbing
Well, the
speed.
door is starting to close in front of you, because the zombies are approaching it as you're up there. What do you do? Do you leave the room or do you stay there? Okay, there you go.
Oh, getting out of the room. That was what I was trying to say. Up, over and out.
You hear the door thud back into place, and the zombies are groaning from behind it. Their heads now sticking through the door. Once more, staring at you. They can't reach.
And you see Run turn around and does the curly.
Dovit takes out a ration and gives a ration to the zombie in the middle.
The zombie attempts to bite, but because its mouth is secured by a bit, it can't.
Oh man.
Beautiful little one.
That was fucking adorable. Okay, should we continue down?
Yes. Let's continue further down. Back into the fun zone.
And Run will suggest that he takes the lead.
The genie kind of seems to vanish from your company, but the ring is glowing a lot stronger on Run's finger.
Nice.
As needed, but right now is just going to let you carry her because she is
That's
trapped she's no longer trapped. She's where she wants to be. Well, she's no longer trapped in a bottle. She's almost right in the closet.
Right.
All right. So Floof is going to change into a facsimile of a bat, which is another one of his natural transformations, so that he can fly ahead just in case Run needs to do some remote sensing. But along the way, Run will be looking for traps, both mundane and
You'll have to
magical.
roll on each area you come across. Give me a minute. Let me read the description out.
That's fine.
Alright. You go and find yourself in a kind of disgusting hallway, which both Erden and Michael have already seen. As you look around and end up looking down this hallway in particular, You notice that there are two hulking figures that stand in alcoves along this hall, facing each other. Armor is bolted into their flesh, and they wear bucket helmets with spiked gauntlets. Iron collars are around their necks and connected by a spiked chain that stretches across the chamber. Across the corridor, sorry.
Does one only tell the truth and only one lie?
Ha!
Now,
Possible to tell
since
about trying to
Erdan
talk
and
to
I
them.
have already since Erdan and I have already seen this, we relay that the information of as far as like what traps we have found so far.
In the plaque.
Yeah.
Okay, so what traps are that? Or are those?
Well,
I
it's
think we
the
actually-
well, it was the spiked chain across that we
Yeah.
found out from what I remember.
It
If
connects the
we
two of them,
were
and probably if you disrupted them, if you touched it or tried to cross it, it would activate them.
yeah, exactly.
You also found a plaque over here.
Right. Do we have a handout for that one? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Since you have it, I will show it to players
Sure.
now. Did it show up and did it show up to everyone?
Nope.
It's the third tomb morning handout.
Yeah, hold on one second.
I
Hold on a second,
Oh,
guys.
I don't have it.
I just took
No
it off
worries.
for everyone. There we go.
Ah.
That should help.
There we go.
That's not mysterious as fuck.
Gotta love riddles.
Walls of history tell all. Okay, is there a mural in here?
Not that you're seeing.
Mural.
Okay. So right now, the only walls that Run could probably think of is the like the murals of the gods. Weapon in hand. So walk through water with weapon in hand. Flake your shadow at the font. Flake your shadow at the font.
I'm just wondering what it means the vulture is the first step. We've been through like a puzzle floor before with a bunch of animals on it. Repeat that. So keep your eyes out for a vulture because that's the first step apparently.
So Run is going to look at the ground.
Walk through the water with weapon in hand. I wonder if that's the first part.
The vulture is the first step.
Oh,
Walk
okay.
through water with weapon in hand. I'm not seeing any water, but there's probably going to be water at some point.
It could be. Isn't there?
to
We did-
like something is to like quench it. So maybe have your shadow cast upon some words.
Yeah, slake your shadow at the font. So it could mean like have
Yeah.
it cast on something, but I don't know. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick though.
Okay.
Okay, so
Don't believe that me and
okay,
Michael.
so
Don't believe me
Cast
and
your
Michael made it to that other hallway when we were here before.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm wondering if it could be that plaque coincides with the other hallway or corridor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Was there a vulture in the other one?
We
we
never
didn't go.
went down there. We heard the door open and decided to go back up.
So what? There's another floor above this one that y'all went to that we didn't.
Oh,
No.
just the hallway to the right of the plaque. We literally made it to the plaque, read it, and then went back upstairs to where you all were. Or
Yeah.
the same floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So run. He will cast your shadow on the font. That means possibly illumination from behind, or so that the shadow that he would cast goes different to the needed direction. All right. So, and he also has, and since he also has eyes of the Runekeeper, he can read any language if it is in a language. So Run will come over to this hall here and look down it and basically investigate.
I'll
All right.
follow.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if one of you gets a bardic inspiration, you can also use that to add to damage.
Nice.
Yeah,
What you
instead
s-
of to the attack.
What you see from down that hall is a huge carving of a snarling jackal's head that protrudes from it. There's also what looks like a space beyond that you can kind of glimpse of the gaps in the fangs. You have to be up very close to make any details of whatever's behind it.
That's a jackal.
Oh.
So he will also come down to this hall, unless this is the one that we just came out of. Is it?
Which hall? Where are you? You're still in the same spot that I
Like-
can see. Okay.
Oh, here?
All right.
That just
No
leads
description
down.
yet. You can't see. It just looks more of the same you've been seeing. And you can see stairs
All
going
right.
down.
Wait.
Right.
The vulture is the first step. What if the vulture means like us being a vulture and taking something off of somebody that's dead?
Oh, I don't want to do that.
All right. Run will investigate this hall real quick, looking for traps and anything that might be relevant.
All right. Waiting for your roll.
Alrighty. So I'm rolling manually. And Asian is an 8. So that's an 18.
You don't see any obvious traps or anything that looks like it could be a trap to your paranoid mind in this hallway. Just some bits of what looks like kind of mold or goop. It's hard to tell, that purplish stuff that you see lined. And as the corridor slips down this way, it looks like it's kind of damp in this direction. What looks like water is reaching your eyes.
He turns back. Guys, I think this is the way we need to go. Um, anyone have a short sword that I can possibly use?
I think I have a rapier that I don't fucking use. I do not. Quarterstaff and a dagger.
considering that his two short swords got destroyed in the first part of this dungeon. Ah, okay. He'll pull out his. He will pull out two daggers then. Or no, he will pull out a dagger and have his hand crossbow ready.
Just meaning that this is going to be a fight. It's telling us to have our weapons ready when we walk through the water. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Would Run even see this hole right here? Grizz?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I said, yeah, he would see that there's a tiny pipe over there.
All right. He will want to look at that pipe as well.
I'll follow. Just
Yep,
at least down the
following
corridor.
behind.
All right.
My weapon out.
Yeah, it's too small even
Yep.
for you, even for you, Run. But it looks like it's a bit damp. Like maybe this is something that could try make funnel water through,
Oh boy.
Ah,
or something of a smaller, reduced size, or maybe gas.
We're gonna fucking get trapped in the room again.
We're gonna drown.
all right. So, well, there's water at the end of the hall. Water with weapon in hand.
So this could be the area that we have to do that.
I don't see any other water anywhere.
Okay. All right.
and
Well.
Run will also take out a vial and from his alchemy kit and scrape up some of the goop into
As you
it.
get closer to it, you can tell it's definitely mold. Some sort of purple mold. You take it up and pull it in and put it in your satch.
Definitely not.
You notice
penicillin.
that the pile of mold seems to wiggle a bit.
Yeah.
And as you're finishing cleaning it up, all of a sudden, the patch nearest to it, about here, seems to suddenly spring up with an eye stalk, and a bolt comes
no.
flying out at you. Roll a 1d10.
Oh jeez.
Some sort of eye beam comes flying out at you. Run.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm glad I'm far enough away. Hopefully it won't.
Oh wait. Oh
Mother
no.
fuck.
That is a 4.
I'm gonna move back.
Oh no.
As I see this
Please tell me
happening, I'm
this
gonna
is
move
not
back.
a fucking beholder.
Beholder Ken probably.
What'd you say you rolled?
Yes, a 4.
Okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
God.
He still had. Wait, he used his bardic inspiration earlier.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
That is a
It's good at dexterity.
15 plus so 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
23 total.
All right. So the beam just barely misses you. as the eye stalk just retreats back into the mold pile and seems to vanish.
Guys, we are not alone in here.
You're alone in there.
Yeah.
You can, however,
We're all kind of backed up, just waiting to see what happens.
That also reminds me, where is my closet?
by the way,
token at?
your
You never
You-
moved him.
you do smell a bit of it smells like rot and decay coming out of that pile of mold as well.
And he's right here. You never moved him.
I thought it was linked.
Oh boy. Smells like rot in here.
Let's
That's not
try
good.
this. There we go. All right,
Just
so
saw the corner of this thing right here, and I'm just like, oh shit, what's that? Can't see around that corner.
run. Run is going to start walking this direction. Guys, the mold has eyes.
Lovely.
That's nice.
Let me roll a nature check.
Let me rephrase something. I'm actually was reading carefully on these things here, and it's actually not a pipe. It's a tiny crawlway. It is still it probably a gnome could fit in there actually. A human might with a lot of difficulty. The dragonborn, no way. Dragonborn cannot fit in those.
One dragonborn might. Oh, wait a minute. No, the shrink has wore off. Never mind.
Dovin kind of has PTSD.
Basically, yeah, they are not viable paths unless you want to spend major spell slots on things.
I don't have a spell slot to polymorph anymore.
Great. That's alright.
Technically, I did mention that last session.
You made the whole plan, and you never mentioned that you were going to try that. Or I would have waited to do the spell.
Just remember,
See how it turned out.
just remember, in character, you didn't have time to plan. So, doesn't matter what you planned out of character. In character, you did not have time to go over a plan with each other about this.
Exactly. Okay,
Still
anyways. Run is going to stealth his way through this thing. So as he pardon me. As he as he keeps an eye out for more of the eye stalks.
Well, you don't see any more eye stalks, but you do see the weird mold patches everywhere.
Run will actually use Firebolt to clear away some of the mold patch.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Okay, so my spell attack is +8. That is a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
All right, you managed to destroy a few more patches of mold. Another eye stalk appears and fires at you. Roll 1d10.
What?
Run, do we need a fireball?
Not in this close quarters.
Yeah, true. It just
That is a 7.
All right.
it sent a shockwave all the way
Give
through
me
the
a
corridor.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh yes, I'm good at these. Okay. All right, so with an advantage, I rolled an 11 and a 12, and my wisdom save is so 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. All right. So after, Michael, who's closest, sees Run slumped to the ground asleep after being hit by a bolt.
Oh!
Oh no! Well, everyone, this was a bad idea. Run is now knocked out on the floor. So yeah.
Let me through.
All right.
Yeah, let me through to get in
you-
behind her for like cover
you-
fire.
You'll see as you approach Run, you see him with one of those anime snot bubbles.
Mm,
Here, I'll
Can
trade
I
you.
like get up and yeah, let's go. Like, just let me up here.
Yeah.
First I'm gonna try charm to see if that will wake him up.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay, so then next I'm going to use the magic thing, the magic instrument to just levitate on him and just pull him back into the hallway.
All right.
Gonna go up this way. Just kind of out of the way.
You'll see Floof kind of transform back into his quasit form, and after you pull him back through, he'll come over and just slap Run.
I'm just gonna pull him out of the hallway, like just as he's floating through the air. I'm just like grabbing onto his cloak and just pulling him back.
The little one must have been exhausted.
So
Run,
I am going
run,
to
run. You come to with a start after 1 minute after being put to sleep. You're currently floating.
Oh no.
I'm not dead, am I? And he looks at the ring. Oh, thank the genie. Okay. Okay. There is something in there that is very much like a beholder. But it doesn't seem to be a beholder. I don't think, anyways. It's the he reaches into his pack and pull out the sample that he collected, and he looks at it in the light.
Yeah, like, can I do a nature check on it to see if I can ascertain what the hell it is?
And I will
I'm muted
roll
again. Go for it.
I only got a plus
Arca-
2, so we'll see how this goes. 15.
May
It doesn't
I
look
roll
like any kind of
Arcana
mold.
check?
It doesn't look like any kind of mold you're familiar with. Go for it.
Okay, so I don't know shit. I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, it just looks like mold to you.
If I was closer, I would try to do a nature check as well, but I'm not, so.
I can check it out. My whole life in the woods. This probably doesn't come from the woods, but
Yeah, go make a natural.
Oh.
You stare at it for a long time and come to the conclusion this is not natural.
This is not normal mold.
This is advanced mold.
Yeah.
In fact, the longer you look at it, the more you realize that an eyeball has formed and is looking back at you. It's not a reflection in the glass vial.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Turn
Okay.
on fire.
He will stick it back into the bag of holding rather quickly. We don't need any eye beams right now.
Ew. I don't even
But-
know. That's wrong.
Okay. Let's see. Anyone with burning hands?
Let me look. I think I might have that one. Let's see. Firebolt. Lightning lure. Poison spray. I could do a poison spray.
You can do a sacred flame.
I mean, I would do fireball, but inside that small area, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Have torches.
Yeah, sacred flame is a cantrip, so it doesn't use a spell slot.
Could do a chromatic orb, but
Actually, wait a minute. He switches out his regular his +2 bolt, a red bolt. He quickly turns down the
You may not be able to move, my guy.
yeah, I could do either a chromatic orb and have it as a flaming orb that
Yeah,
goes down the corridor.
Levitate lasts for 10 minutes, and yeah, unless you're like stuck to the wall, you're not moving.
Yeah, you're kind of like floating in midair.
Would you mind just quickly pushing me out into the hallway and pull me back as soon as I fire the this bolt?
A quick minute, tie a rope to his waist, push him feet first towards the wall so he can stick onto it.
And with that, he will fire his fire bolts, which
Where are you aiming at?
he is aiming in this direction.
Okay.
Oh no.
I pull him back very quickly after he fires.
All right. Well,
So
as previous, okay, you fire the bolt. The bolt explodes, destroying several patches of the alien slime. The entire dungeon area, or at least this floor, seems to shake with rage. Multiple eye stalks pop up from other mold piles that are everywhere throughout this level of the dungeon, including here and here and here, and multiple beams come firing off. The first one comes at run. Roll me a 1d10 run.
oh my god!
I pulled him back in the
Wow.
hallway.
It doesn't matter. The mold is everywhere, as I've mentioned this before.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one goes at run.
I know you're going to kill me.
Let's see.
I don't even have to look to see what you said.
The first one, there's 3 beams coming, but they're not all necessarily coming at run. The 6, give me a strength check.
Oh, you want to look
Oh,
and see what that says because it
come on!
wasn't anything about you.
Oh, come
And they're
on!
disadvantaged.
Oh,
That's
no.
a 15.
All right, you get you basically get slammed into the nearest wall, and are now stuck right there. Even the levitt, you're basically up in the middle of the wall, like slammed against the wall, just kind of held there at the moment. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2d8.
Yeah, run that message.
Alright.
There's nothing about you. So
3 and 4.
I saw it,
Erdan
but
and Dovit.
still.
Erdan and Dovit, both roll me a 1d10, please.
wait, no, not a character sheet.
If only I had better reflexes, I would probably try to do a reaction firebolt shot
I rolled
at one of these.
a 5.
Oh no. Oh no. Dexterity saving throw, please, Erdan.
Roll, no, yeah. Yeah, you're good at those.
Okay, so you only take half damage as some sort of terrible ray full of necrotic damage comes slamming into you, only clipping you, thankfully for you. So you only take half of this.
Oh god, is this a fucking disintegrate?
That's the death ray.
Oh,
Dovit, what did you
Wee.
get?
5.
hang on.
Alright, give me a constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
He had to piss it off.
Oh, wait, sorry, death ray is...
That
Sorry, death ray is all or nothing, so you didn't take any damage.
Oh, thank god.
That is a 19.
That was close.
That's it. So you take half damage, Dovit.
Yeah, 23.
You take half necrotic damage on that.
So those 13 damage then?
Yes. The ice ducts go
Alright.
away, but you feel something is becoming increasingly pissed off at your actions.
I didn't even do anything. What am I getting shot at for?
Your party. It's getting pissed off at your party because of Run's actions. And Run is currently being held against the wall for the next 10 minutes.
Then run ring.
Real quick, what direction did that eye beam come from?
It came from a patch of mold over here.
Okay, so that's within 50 feet.
There's actually mold everywhere. It's just that the big ones are the bigger patches are the ones you actually see in here. This mold is everywhere in the dungeon, ceiling, floor, everywhere. But there's patches of smooth area. There's just mold in random spots.
Oh, jeez.
I tried to warn you.
I can use my action to move Run, so even if he has the rope, I'm going to pull the rope and use my action to pull him back into the
Actually, he's stuck to the wall with the telekinetic, this pushed and held with lots of strength.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's pretty much super glued to the wall for the moment.
Yeah.
Can you not release it?
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Well, with this being a plant, or type of mold, would a
It's
poison
not-
spray work? That's the question.
You don't know. You don't. You tried analyzing it and realized it's whatever it is. It's something alien.
Oh, nice.
Oh, how I wish Jasper was still here with light.
Pretty much.
Oh,
gosh. Oh man.
Oh
Man.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, So fire definitely is not helping very much, just making it more and more angry. Poison may not do anything.
so how many of those patches have I cleared anyways?
Well, that's what I put all the X's on for.
Oh, okay. So at least our path is clear.
If we hadn't attacked, would it have actually done anything to us? Is what I'm wondering about.
It wasn't doing anything before until Ron got close to it in the one hallway.
Yeah, and he got a sample of it.
And going down this hallway, it was everywhere. And he didn't even do anything when the first ice beam attacked him.
You got a sample of it. You scraped a sample.
Yeah,
that's when it attacked.
Effectively destroying a patch of it.
Yep. So if we don't mess with it and we just go past it without attacking, well, of course, at this point, it may just attack us as soon as it senses our presence. It may just attack us at this point now.
Oh yeah, it is getting quite pissed off at you guys.
Yeah, that's
just
not
keep pulling
good.
on the rope, and hopefully, if he gets released from whatever, then it'll pull him back.
Do I need to roll another strength save, or
no? Is
it one and done?
It's one and done. You failed. You're stuck there for a while.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to move over closer to this just to see what it does. See if it reacts to me or if it stays dormant.
Oh, the mold is shooting at us. I'm going to walk over to it.
Well, it's because it's only attacked whenever we've actually done anything to it. So I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just walking towards it. So I'm just curious to see if it's actually going to respond to just movement or if it's actually only if we actually inflict any type of pain, basically.
Roll an investigation.
Okay. That sounds good. And there we go.
Yeah, as you lean in towards it, you see another eye, not an eye stalk, just a couple of eyes forming and staring up at you, and then reabsorbing themselves back into the mold.
Interesting. So it seems we almost mimic anything that we use. If we observe it, it observes us. So if we leave it alone, despite it being angry, perhaps it'll just leave us alone.
So.
And while he's doing that, and while Runt is being held in place, he's going to make himself useful for the next few minutes. And I need sight transferred to Floof, as he's going to send him down the hall to see what it looks like down there.
Okay. He's got sight.
All right, so
all right, in front of you, front of you, you see still puddles of water that cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. A 3-foot high crawlway in the east wall is flush with the floor at the far end of the hall. A rippling, transparent current of water fills a stone archway. Beyond the curtain, you see another hallway that looks similar to the one in which you stand. Oh, so this is 3 feet high, which is what I thought. I was looking around for the description of how big those crawlways were, and I couldn't find them. There's that's what because they're all over the place on this map. They should list them in the map information for the floor, and they don't. Instead, they just talk about the purple mold and what happens when you touch it, or rather when you destroy it. But now I finally have the complete information I was looking for, which is 3 foot high. these are all 3 foot high, which is kind of what I figured when I started looking around more. These are not pipes; they are big enough. They are just wide enough for a gnome to squeeze into, or a halfling, or a goblin, or a kobold. Basically, anything of the small races could fit into there, but a dwarf would be too big. Human,
Okay, so
a very skinny human, I might make an exception for, just because they might possibly, but there's no way a dragonborn could, or a minotaur, or a standard sized warforged, or anything like that.
Bobby had said that the things in the wine room were 2 foot wide, and that's why Dovit and Torin fit in them because they're shoulder width.
Oh wait, if that's the case, because I am bad with these sort of with sizings. If 2 foot wide, yeah, this is 3 foot wide. If those were 2 foot wide, and we managed to do it by breaking Dovit's shoulder, then maybe they could push through here. But Dovit now has a crippling fear of tight spaces, so he would have to overcome that before going in.
I mean, I could always suggest that he gets over that crippling fear.
No, he would actually have to roll a wisdom save, or he'd be basically paralyzed and move in.
okay,
Like,
so
I wonder if I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the chapter and see if the information I'm looking for is actually at the beginning of the chapter, and that's why I'm overlooking it. Because maybe it actually says crawlways. Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, no, they're all 2 foot wide. So yeah, the dragonborn are way too big to fit in there. All of the crawlways are 3 foot high and 2 foot wide.
But what if we went in sideways?
They were too big for Divot to begin with. That was the point of the wine one. That was a crawlway.
No, like you said, they're 3 foot high, 2 foot wide. So what if instead of going in long, like flat, I go to my side where my shoulders are going on the 3 foot high part?
All right. Well, Divot would still need to roll a wisdom saving throw due to what happened last time.
Right, but like I'm just asking if that would be feasible.
Yeah, I guess logistically that would potentially be feasible. Guess I'd need to recheck my math skills on that.
So you'll see Run kind of put his hands behind his head. And,
well, Run technically can't move at all, not even his hands. He's just kind of stuck there, unable to move.
Okay. Can he at least speak?
Yeah, he can speak. He just can't move.
I figured out why we need weapons in hand. The murals that are the walls that tells the history it seems to have real weapons hanging from them from the animal-headed humanoid that are painted on there. So I would.
You see a vulture?
Did I see a vulture?
You haven't checked. You okay over there?
Yeah.
In the south hall, in this section of the hall, you see, the following. From south to north, you see stork-headed males with hand axes, lizard-headed women with maces, panther-headed men with blowguns, an unarmed hawk-headed woman, goat-headed male with a sickle, and frog-headed females with tridents.
No vultures.
Was the giant there hallway? And now
He will have fly back this way and examine the floor, what he can see beneath the water.
It just looks like a floor. There's just water all over it.
All right. I'm thinking that the vulture being the first after the water. I don't know. This one is definitely a doozy.
Yeah, walk through water with weapon in hand. Slake your shadow with the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. The walls of history tell all. So, walk through the water with weapon in hand.
It says the vulture is the first step.
Be like the first step after the water, but there is a bird-headed human, or not a bird-headed human, but a bird-headed person.
The hawk-headed one.
There is a stork and a hawk.
Okay.
The first one that was in the south is the stork. And you said with 2 hand axes?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was the one that didn't have any weapons?
That would be the hawk one.
The hawk woman is unarmed. Yeah. And between its legs, the stork-headed man is also where the crawlway is, so it's about right there.
Well, Run's kind of stuck in place for right now.
Okay.
We can't walk through the water anyway.
All right, so I'll have Floof fly down the where it goes to.
All right.
Let me also check.
All right. So here's what. Yeah, you don't seem to find anything interesting in there. It just seems to be a really tiny room with nothing, no mold, no dampness. It seems like a tiny little room that maybe like tomb builders at some point built to hang out in, or just to rest. No furniture though. Just a tiny little restroom. Not bathroom. Just a area of rest. You wouldn't be able to get there. Hold on. 2 balconies face each other over a vast pit. Between the balconies hover 5 wooden platforms, each one a disc 10 feet across. A single torch burns above each balcony. On the east balcony which is where you are, stands a rough-hewn 15-foot-tall statue of a hulking fiend with furled wings and chest and clenched fists. Set into the wall on the west balcony is a rusty lever in an up position. There is wind everywhere, I think. Yeah. No, sorry. There isn't wind rising up in this room. No, never mind. I was reading something wrong.
Probably a different section.
Yeah, that happens.
I've been pulling on this rope the whole time. Is he still stuck to this wall?
He starts to slide down.
10 minutes have passed, then also the levitate's wearing off.
No, and your levitate. It basically, your levitation spell ends before he falls down. It said 10 minutes. The same levitation spell.
Yeah.
Makes me think of some kind of anime.
Okay, so. Alright, so Floof is still in bat form. So he's not able to fly across these platforms here?
No, he can. I said I was reading something wrong.
Oh, okay. So there is a statue of a fiend.
Yeah, that was...
And and a rusty lever.
Over here.
All right, so with this, Floof will rejoin the party. And he starts to think. And he thinks to see who in all is small and who in all are large.
Medium, or Don's medium. Pretty much all of us are medium, but I mean, I'm kind of like a more skinnier build. As is Ardon being an elf. Really, the only two we gotta worry about are the two Dragonborn.
True.
Dovik kind of looks at Ryan and gives him a look like, "Do you really have to ask that question to me?"
Oh, no, I didn't even ask the question. I was just looking. And he's like, you see him contemplating and looking at everyone, just literally sizing everyone up.
I mean, the only problem with Asteria is like she got some pretty thick hips on her, so.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with thick hips. So, well, we have one of two choices. I don't think that the Dragonborns will fit through the tunnel, so we may have to. And I did not see a vulture, so I don't know about first step unless we get past that chamber, because there seemed to be some sort of. Was there a door at the end of that chamber?
Yeah, you saw a passage, stairs going up.
There's also the wall of water, which it mentions in the warning of walk through water with weapons in hand. So maybe we don't want to walk through that. Or we do, and just keep weapons in hand.
That is actually my. Then he thinks for a moment. Now, the weapons were literally just hanging on the wall, correct?
Let's see here. Let me reread the description. Let's see. Armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. Yes.
So that was the water with weapons in hand.
They're all tarnished and seem to be held in place with hooks.
All right, so we have two hand axes. We have two hand axes, a trident. What was there?
Let's see. Hand axe, mace, blowgun, sickle, trident.
All right. Hand axe is considered a simple weapon, right?
So.
Well, what do you know? I'm thinking we may have to grab the weapons in hand.
Dovik kind of recalls his military experience. Aren't tridents generally associated with warriors of the water?
Typically, yes.
Yes.
Well, I guess we should make a choice then.
Would you like for me to try taking one of the weapons to see if there's a trap?
And the only things I can think of are take the weapons off of the wall and walk through the water with those, or just don't walk through the water because we have to have weapons in hand to do it, which means there's probably something on the other side of the water that we don't want to fuck with.
Or we can keep going downstairs.
Or we can just keep going downstairs.
Or we win D&D.
Always try to win D&D.
You're always winning D&D if you're having fun.
Dovid is,
Very true, very true.
Dovid is very much considering taking the trident.
And Run will use the 2 hand axes.
You have to actually be in the hallway to do that. You guys are just standing around in the other place.
No, we're making a plan.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about actually picking things up. Got it.
Yeah,
So-
we're
What were the last of the weapons that were left?
You only got the
mace.
description from Run translating what his closet saw. So if you want any more description, you'll need to go into that room and look for yourself.
I think he was just asking because I did give relay the information that I saw. So it was a mace, a blowgun, a sickle, and I believe that was it.
Something like that.
Okay.
Mace, blowgun, sickle, hand axes, and trident.
Okay, since the trident's already spoken for, I think I would go for the sickle.
I'm not proficient with any of these, so I'll just take whichever one. I'll go with the blowgun.
I think a blowgun's a simple weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm proficient with simple weapons. Never mind. I was looking at like the hand crossbow, long sword, rapier, short sword, and then underneath all of that it says simple weapons.
They might shatter as soon as anybody tries to use them.
Or these things on the wall could animate, come to
Okay.
life, and try to kill us all.
So Run will take the lead.
Wait, how did you get up here?
Huh?
Oh, it's in front of me.
Oh,
I was just
There
trying
you
to
go.
be able to see.
all right. So
Wait, how? Oh wait, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, Ron will
Yeah.
take the lead. I'll just be behind him. I'll have dancing lights up so I could fucking see.
oh yes,
All right,
put
Run.
a dancing. Put a
Okay, okay, Run. As soon as you walk in there with your eyes, you can see that there's an aura of conjuration magic on this. There is also an illusionary spell over here by the unarmed hawk-headed woman image. Now,
Oh, boy.
this missed the description the first time when your eyes were actually seeing it with your own eyes instead of rehearing it from the quasi. Still puddles of water cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture, with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. The 3-foot-high crawlway in the east wall is flushed with the floor. At the hall, a transparent curtain of water fills a stone archway. Beyond the curtain, you see another hallway that looks similar to the one in which you stand. Now, here's what the Quasit really couldn't see with bad eyes. That they couldn't see the North Hall description very well through that curtain of water because bad eyes are, well, bats can see and have good vision in certain circumstances.
Actually,
What?
that's the thing. He's not. Okay, so it's not that he takes bat qualities. Shape changer. The Quasit can use its action to polymorph into a beast form that resembles a bat, a centipede, or a toad.
It says it right there, polymorph, which while it still resembles the creature, unlike true polymorph, which you can actually mate with another creature and produce a child, has the same qualities of that creature. Otherwise, the same stats and whatnot, which means it would have the same type of eyesight, which is what I ruled on it.
Okay.
So you can see the complete description of the two hallways now. Southern Hall, which is where you're standing. The description goes from the south side to the north, all the way up to the north. You see as follows: stork-headed males with hand axes, which is right where the crawlway is here. A lizard-headed females with maces, panther-headed males with blowguns, an unarmed hawk-headed females, which are standing right here, which Run can see as this an illusion. Goat-headed males with sickles, and up by the water spray is frog-headed females with tridents. And now for the reverse side, which you can see clearly without using translations of the bat's eyes. Over here, frog-headed with goat-headed males with sickles, unarmed hawk-headed females, panther-headed males with blowguns, lizard-headed females with maces, and stork-headed males with hand axes.
So basically, it is a mirror of this room.
Yes.
Okay, so Run will go up, or will, with trepidation,
I'm gonna give Run a tap on the shoulder for whatever you may need it for. You have bardic inspiration.
he is going to gingerly make his way into the water, make his way over to the illusion, and examine it.
All right. You stick a hand. You look through. Do you just spell it, or what do you do? Hold on.
I was investigating.
All right. Roll investigation then. Do you touch or do you just look?
Touching.
All right. Your hand goes easily through, and you feel some kind of ball 1 inch in diameter.
He quickly moves his hand back. Would anyone have? Wait a minute. Let me see some here first.
I'm gonna move farther over this way so everybody can get in the room if they want to.
Detect magic.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll move up this way.
Would any of you might have dispel magic at hand?
Let me check. I don't think I do.
I
got
would
counter spell.
have. I would have if we would have had some. Gosh, what was it that we needed in order for me to transcribe it into?
Your ink,
Yeah, the ink.
paper.
Yeah, I do have. I was gonna ask. I meant to.
Well, you do have the ink. You just don't have the paper.
Right.
I don't have dispel, but I've got counter spell, so
I
Counterspell
do
doesn't
have.
help.
yeah.
I got both.
Hey.
Hey ho!
There we go.
Could you, Captain, my captain, could you be so kind to lift the illusion that is upon this thing? There seems to be some sort of sphere on the other side of it.
I want to laugh my ass off if he dispels it and it's just a big giant eyeball that Run just touched.
That would be funny.
Well, it is 1 inch diameter, so it's like not a giant.
Big for an eye.
Well, it depends on whose eye it is.
The average
So
eye
you
isn't
reach
that
over
big.
and dispel magic, and it is indeed, but a 1 inch diameter eyeball of pale purple However, it is made out of crystal.
I was kidding.
Except it is an eyeball.
Good job.
Okay, so at this point in time, does it show that it's magical?
I do not believe it is. The only magic you
What
see in this corridor now is that curtain.
What does the eyeball do?
Okay, so he will investigate for traps. And that investigation is okay, so 16 plus 8.
You check around carefully and find no traps hidden in that alcove.
And he picks up the eyeball.
Congratulations, you now have a pale purple crystal eyeball.
He kind of tosses up in the air and catches it, and then puts it
drops
into his
it.
bag of holding. So
Drops it, and then the purple mold attacks.
Another genie appears. Roll initiative.
So,
Yeah.
so perhaps we should each take a weapon.
Sure, I'll grab the blowgun. I don't know where exactly that is, but I'll move up and grab the blowgun.
I think it's about there's somewhere in that area.
These are martial weapons, are they?
They're all very tarnished.
Probably not usable.
True.
Nope.
I'll just take the sickle.
And
No.
Run will grab the hand axes.
Got somebody to take the trident and somebody to take a mace. Mace seems perfect for Torin.
Was there one empty-handed on the other wall too?
You can see through the curtain that yes, there is. They're completely mirrored.
Whenever he
With
dispelled
frog,
it, did it?
No, he only dispelled this.
Well, yeah, like where you had said they were
Yeah.
mirrored, though I was wondering if it did
Frog.
anything to the other side.
No. Goat, hawk, panther, lizard, stork. Or trident, sickle, unarmed, blowgun, mace, hand.
All right, Dover will take the trident.
All right.
We've only got a mace left.
Guess I'll
There-
take the mace.
Are multiples, guys.
Guess
How
I'll take
many-
the maces.
I'll take the blowguns.
I'll take the sickles.
Run will take the lead with his hand axe.
We're such smart asses.
Do you traverse the curtain of the curtain of water?
Run will take a very deep breath.
Oh God, why do I have a feeling this is a bad idea?
As he goes to enter into the vortex.
Roll a strength saving throw.
Got
Jesus,
Bardic.
take the wheel.
Got Bardic.
And Run
Exactly.
Run has a 6.
Got Bardic.
All right. That's way far away from a 15 that you needed. Well,
Well, he's
since
unknown for Pete's sake.
yeah, the water wall ejects you and basically throws you down this hallway.
The tridents are probably going to be what gets us across.
You take 11 points of damage and are now prone on the floor.
Well, that sure didn't work.
Well, doesn't have the trident, so we'll find out.
Oh gosh.
All right, Dovit is going to. He's gonna approach the vortex, and he's going to
Curtain of water.
take us go into the water. He's going to take a step in with the trident in hand.
You step right on through.
Okay.
Do I have vision in here?
Probably not because you're a dragonborn. It's dark. Oh, actually, yeah, it's dark.
Well, also, the fucking strongest one is.
But you're
Can I
fine.
send my dancing light through the wall of water?
Sure.
Okay, give him a little bit of vision.
Is there another trident left?
Yeah, there are multiple tridents. I said that several times.
Okay, I'm going to put down the sickle and grab a trident. And then walk through.
You're a bit damp, but no worse for wear. You're not thrown to the other side of the hall like Run was.
Nice.
Seeing that, I'll grab a trident and up to the wall, but I'll need somebody to get out of my way.
I'm moving.
Good.
And then move forward. There we go.
That's all the tridents.
All right.
Can I try to throw the trident?
I said there's enough trident. There's enough tridents.
There's enough trident.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought there were only 4, but yeah, I'll grab one and.
So basically, at this point, at the Run, you guys learned your lesson with Run. Run tried going through with a different weapon, got thrown to the other side of the hole. Dovit went in. The rest started following suit, and eventually, all of you make it through holding a trident each.
It's amazing what happens when we read the fucking plaques, guys.
Right?
Takes a while, but.
I like how
Okay,
squat
so-
Dovit looks with his mini.
Run will as he kind of groans a bit.
And notices there's another illusion over here, right, with the same figure from the other side of the hall.
He's going to take a deep breath. And he is just going to reach through.
And you find the same sort of object on the other side. A 1-inch
And this-
eye-shaped object. Do you take? You leave it there.
I don't like that question. I have 3 dancing lights in here.
Run.
I have 3.
Run. Okay.
Mike may have gone out.
Hmm.
Sorry. I actually had it on mute because I was coughing.
Oh.
I was choking, actually.
I
Anyway,
was about to say, with
That'd
it
be
being
bad.
Run, he's probably going to take it.
actually, I decided to roll an intelligence check and came up with an 18. Would it be a good idea to leave this thing?
Don't have enough information about what they might be used for to tell. You don't know if it's better to leave it there because they're supposed to be there, or if they should be taken because they're hidden, and because there's more than one of them. Also, these are eyes, and there seems to be a beholder in, or something along those lines on this level of the dungeon. Maybe there's a connection.
Then he will take it.
This one is bright green.
Oh.
It also looks like an eye made of crystal.
Oh.
You want to tell the class what you're oohing about?
Well, they're not magical. But
Yes.
think about, okay, purple is kind of like the disintegration spell. Green, kind of like the the poison or whatever it's called.
You might have seen the green, right? I'm never good with mentioning the colors when it comes to these things, because they just list them by the what type of eyes instead of like the colors. But I know they do have colors.
Yes, that's kind of where the detect magic kind of comes in at.
Yeah.
So, but
So we have to collect eyeballs.
Run will pocket it just in case.
So you have 2 of them now.
I got 2 balls.
Wait. I have a thought. I'm not.
I couldn't help myself.
I have a thought. I don't know if this is correct, but maybe if you're holding one of those types of ball, then if you get hit with that sort of ray, it doesn't affect you.
Maybe it loses that power.
It is possible, but
Maybe it's like a type of protection, but I could totally be wrong on that. I don't fucking know how this works.
well, the thing is they're not magical. Or Run would have said something.
Yeah, I know they're not magical, but like maybe they do
But
something. Like there's a reason they're here.
or they could be more keys.
True. Probably go down to a little something about them. Who knows?
Super secret level.
I was thinking more like the cow leg bone for the cow level. Or was that a guy's
Okay,
leg bone?
so-
It's been so long. I just the leg.
Okay, so Run will make his way over this way and examine this hallway.
I will
my
follow
God.
Ace.
We use that bardic inspiration.
Nope, he still has it.
Okay, we're just gonna give you a up if you did.
Oh, and before you go down the run, from what I can tell from just this corner, there might be some of the mold. Don't do anything to aggravate it. If you
Yeah.
do, it will attack.
I think I learned my lesson last time.
He's been slammed into the wall twice now. I think he's tired of it.
Yeah, I would think so.
The lights are up. God, it's in the ass having to move these every time.
Somehow you have more lights than you're supposed to, because you're only supposed to have 4, and I see 5.
Yeah, I don't know how the 5th one got on there, but yeah. Works.
All right, so Run. What does Run see?
You just see a corridor with some mold growing in it. The water has tapered down at the end, and it's just more corridors, much like the ones you saw before.
Okay,
You occasionally see an eyeball forming out of that mold, watching you, seemingly with contempt.
He will avoid the mold.
I'm very much reminded of the game Cosmo Dread with all this mold growing. It's a VR game. I highly recommend it if you have VR.
I was actually thinking old school with what was that? There was a Sega game where the guy gets turned into a toxic ooze.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't
I was
remember
a
the name of
Nintendo
it.
person. I had a Sega Game Gear, but I didn't get that many cool games.
I know this isn't the game, but all I can think of is Toe Jam and Earl.
That came to mind too. I never played it though.
All
Except
right.
I think I have a copy of it now, thanks
Fun.
to the Ukraine bundle that I bought. The corridor ahead turns sharply to the left. At the corner, just before the turn, you notice that there's a peephole carved in the stone wall at a height of 6 feet.
All right. That would be the one where I'm at currently.
No, that would be up here. There's
Okay,
also a
what's-
door that you can see over here.
Okay, I was about to ask about that because I can kind of see it from my vantage point. I was curious if it was either a plaque or a door.
Yeah, don't ignore the plaques. Don't ignore the plaques.
Exactly. The plaques are very important. We must read those.
So for the before he moves on in this door,
The next thing we have up on the plaque is slake your shadow at the font.
Hmm.
so
Interesting.
investigation, Grizz,
Sure,
for the door.
sure.
Alrighty. Hey, I swear I need some new glasses. All right, so that's a 18 plus. Investigation is a plus 8.
26.
So 18 plus 8
26.
equals a whole crap load.
It is neither trapped nor locked.
And there's nothing else on the door either, right? Just
Correct.
a simple door.
It's a simple door.
Okay. Is there
Nothing
mold on? Is there mold on the wall, over by the peep hole?
There's plenty of mold on the wall by the peephole. There's no mold by the door.
Okay, so
And the peephole is further up north from where you're standing.
yeah, I was asking if there was anything on the wall because he didn't want to step in the mold as he walks the hall or walks the wall.
Oh, you're walking on the wall. Yeah, there's mold on the floor, mold on the walls, mold on the ceiling. It's basically very difficult to get around it.
Okay. He will open the door.
All right.
Make a saving throw.
This chamber contains a stone font filling with a steaming green liquid. Beyond it, a shadowy figure stands at an open door on the far side of the room. The figure's back is towards you. And I believe that will end for tonight.
Take your shadow
Finger.
at the font. This is the font.
Exactly.
In the shadow.
Yep.
Oh, so it's thirsty. We have to give it water.